My best performing social media post of the last 7 days was generated 100% automatic by this AI system that can be built using the free plan of a tool called Make. The AI took this blog article, turned it into 3 unique posts and published them to Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter. Most of us struggle to consistently publish content to social media because we run out of fresh ideas and topics. That's why today we will put together an AI system step by step to automatically turn blog articles into top performing posts. No coding skills required. You also find the link to import the entire AI system with just one click into your account below in the description of this video. Make sure to stick till the end because I will share an advanced version of this AI system with 3 features that make it even more effective and powerful. Now let's dive into the system. The only manual work you have to do is to copy a blog URL and paste it in this field. Then it will automatically fetch the blog title. Once this is done, you click generate, and the first thing it does, it takes the entire blog article and analyzes it and breaks down the blog post into 3 unique social media posts, each post based on a specific style. Once the posts are generated, each one is matched with an AI generated image that aligns with the blog topic. The generated posts are then automatically published to Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter. And all the generated content is nicely saved into your Google Sheet, so you have a complete record of every post. Let's move to the exciting part, building it from scratch. Don't worry if you're new to this, I walk you through every single step so that by the end you will have a fully functioning AI system set up. The foundation of our automation is the Google Sheet. This is where all the data flows through, like the blog URLs, the posts that are generated, the text, and also the images. I've already created a template of this Google Sheet for you that you can get access to by clicking the link in the description below this video. Then you click on make a copy, and then you have everything you need to get this automation set up quickly. Without this template, you would just have to manually create a new Google Sheet and then add all the different columns and sheets here. And what we also use is called AppScript. This is some code I have added that turns this simple Google Sheet into a powerful AI system. Now, I didn't write a single line of this AppScript code, but I used ChatGPT to provide the code for me. I just told it what I need, and then it gave me the code I needed, and I just copied it and pasted it into this field. But with the template, you don't have to create this code from scratch. It's already in the Google Sheet. To set this sheet up, it's very simple. All you have to do is you go to custom actions. This is a custom menu I have created with AppScript that allows me to do anything I want. And in this case, it allows me to set up the sheet from here. I click on install. Then you need to complete an authorization process to allow the Google Sheet to perform certain actions on your Google account. You go through, you click on allow, and then once the authorization is complete, we click on, it shows everything has been set up correctly. Next, we're going to set up this automation. If you prefer faster setup, you can get access to the automation blueprint, which you can directly import into your Make account. Just click the link in the description below this video. However, in the video, I'll show exactly how to set this automation up step by step. And it looks more complicated than it is because those 3 branches here are actually duplicates. So we only need to set up the first branch and then duplicate it 2 times. Now you need to log in into your Make account. If you don't already have an account in Make, you can set up one for free, and the free plan is enough to set up the automation I will show you in this video. Once you're logged in, you click on create a new scenario. The first thing we need as a starting point for our automation is what's called a webhook. In this case, we need a custom webhook. Click on add, click on save. Now we need to copy this webhook address and we need to paste it into the AppScript code of our Google Sheet, which we find here under extensions, AppScripts. And here we scroll to the bottom where it says insert automation webhook, and this is where we paste it in here. Now a webhook is just a way for a system, in this case Google Sheet, to send information to another tool, in this case our automation. Let's go back to our automation here. Now you see it's currently listening for the data and will determine the data structure from the incoming data. This means we need to send it some data so it can fetch the structure. To do this, I will just enter a blog article as an example, put it in my Google Sheet. Now it should automatically add the blog title in this area here. Yes, it does it. And now when I click generate, it should send the data to my webhook. Yes, you see it has worked. And now I can click save. The next module we need is called HTTP get a file. This module gets the content of our blog article, the blog URL, that we sent from our Google Sheet by clicking here generate, and it turns this into an HTML file so that we can process it further in our automation, extract the text and summarize it and so on. And to convert it into a text data, we need another module called text parser, which should convert the HTML to a text. And here we select data. This is the output from our HTTP get a file module, which is the HTML information, and this will then be converted into text. Now we will add what's called a router, which is under flow control, and a router module. A router allows us to create several branches because now we already have all the information we need to generate our posts. So to break down the blog posts into different social media posts. And since we have different styles of posts, so we want to break down our blog post into 3 different social media posts, we have 3 branches. The module we need now is called Google Sheets get a cell, because the first step of our post generation process is to get a template, because here I have a list of 3 different post styles that my blog post is broken down into 3 unique posts, and I need to get one of these templates per branch. So my first goal is to get this template and load it into my automation. And that's why I use this module here. If you don't already have a Google connection, you need to add one and sign in. Make sure it's the same account that your Google Sheet is in. So you need to just go over your name here, and then it will display the Google Sheet you are logged into if you have several Google accounts. Then I will just, so as you see here, they require me to sign in again. Sometimes you have to complete the authorization process again after a couple of weeks. And I select the same Google account that my Google Sheet is hosted in. And I complete this process again. Click on allow. Next, I need to select this option, select from all. Then I need to go to my Google Sheet, and here I need to select my Google Sheet ID, which I find here. This is the content between those 2 dashes. Then I copy it here in the field spreadsheet ID, and then it should load the sheets. And once this has worked, I unselect the mapping, then it should display those. Now here I need to select post templates. And here I need to go back. I need to check, okay, in which cell is the first post style. It's in cell B and row 2, so it's B2. So I type in B2. Okay, I will already rename it because this template is called key points. So our first AI models comes now. We go to OpenAI, click on show more, and then we click on create a completion. Because now what we want this AI to look at the blog post and identify the key points of this blog post that we can then use as a basis of our social media post. And to set it up, you click on add, you get your API key from OpenAI, so you can go to platform.openai.com, and then you need to go to settings if you don't already have an account, you need to go to billing, and then you need to add at least $5. As you can see here, the cost to run these automations is very low. It only costs a few cents, so it's very, very cheap. And once you've done that, you go to API keys, you can click on create a new key, test key. It doesn't really matter what the name is. And then you copy the API key, then you put it in here, and then you click on save, and then it will establish that connection. You only have to do this once. Now here we can select the model. In this case, we want to use the GPT-01 mini model. That's the cheapest model, but it's still very good at analyzing things. And message, we want to go to role and user. And here goes the prompt. As a prompt, I use the one I have in this document, which is called key points block analyzer prompt. This document you can get access to below in the description of this video. However, it also contains the automation template. So once you import the automation, it already contains the prompts, so you don't need to paste them again. So here, basically, if you don't have the prompt basically looks at the blog article, and then it breaks it down. It identifies the key points of this blog article because this is the structure of our post style, and then it creates. And then we use this output as the basis for our posts. Here, click OK. Let's use another Google Sheet module here called add a row. This should save our information that we just generated into our sheet again, like the key points that have been identified from the blog post. We're going to save it into a Google Sheet. Let's put in the Google Sheet ID again. Now we will save it to the sheet called post generated. It will now load all these values here, which are the columns of my Google Sheet, as you can see here. And here I want to save, first I want to save the source blog article, so I know, I will pick the blog title, so I know afterwards what blog post was my social media post based on. Now here a post style, I just type in, this post style is called key points. The post topic, this is the one we just generated from this analysis AI module. Click on the result, and that's it for now. Click on save. Add another OpenAI module to create the social media post text. We select a different model now. We will select this GPT-4o, which is the best text generation model. And then we select role user, and here comes the prompt, which I have here down. This is the prompt I need, the post generator prompt. Copy that, paste it in here. So what this does is several things. It first gets the topic of the social media post, which is from this model here, which is the analysis, and it should be the key points. Key points, that's our style. And then this is the post text, so this is the template that we have gotten from the key point get a cell module, which is already perfectly matched. And we have a few rules, and then that's it. That's all we need. Now let's save this post to our Google Sheet. So we click on update a row, pick the same Google Sheet ID, select from all, sheet ID, and then we will select this unmatched, post generated, row number. It should be the same row as this here. And then we want to save it in generated post text. Select result, click OK. Time to create the post image. We use it with the OpenAI. And here we scroll down to generate an image. And there we need to select the model, DALL-E 3. And here we have another prompt. And as I said, if you already have the template, the blueprint used, you don't need to copy and paste these prompts. I already inserted. Now what this prompt does, here it has the topic, which will just use the block title as the topic for the image. Then here a few instructions on how the image should be designed. Now you could modify these, of course, and here I have a few rules that are important. So it should contain a person in this case. It should not contain any text, because text generated in the image often contains error, especially if it's long text. Now you can modify those, of course, if you want to, and then we click OK. Now we want to save the image URL to a Google Sheet. We use the update a row module, and then we will use the same sheet ID here. Select from all, sheet ID, and we will save the URL, because this is what this OpenAI image generator will give us. It will give us a link to the image, and we want to add this to the Google Sheet. Post generated, row number, it's the same row as this. And here we need to scroll down to image link and then scroll up again, and here at data we get the URL. And this will be saved to the sheet. And that's it already. So this is all the modules we need to generate the post and our image. And now we can already add the publishing modules. For that we go to flow control again. We need a router, because there we have those different publishing platforms. We set up Instagram, we set up Facebook, we set up LinkedIn, and we set up Twitter. Let's start with Instagram. Here we will search for Instagram, create a photo post. Now here you need to add your Facebook connection first. And once you've added this, you need to select a page, a Facebook page, that is connected to the Instagram account you want to post on. And the way you do this, you need to connect your Facebook page to the Instagram account. You go to Facebook, and then you select the Facebook page, and then you go to settings here, and then you scroll down. It says connected accounts. Now this is German, but it's basically the same location where you find this, and there you see it's already connected to my Instagram account. And if it's not, then you can add a connection here. And once you've completed this step, then you go back, and now you can actually then reload this or sign into your Facebook account, and then you will be able to select the Facebook or the Instagram account that you want to publish on. Now with the photo URL, which I find by the drop down here, the caption, that's just our generated post text, which is this module here. And that's okay, that's all we need here. Let's do Facebook. We go to Facebook. We select create a post with photos. Here you add your Facebook connection. If you don't already have it, here select the Facebook page you want to publish on. Here on photos, you select download photo from URL, and then you just match with this URL that was given to us by the AI generated image module. The caption is empty. We don't need this because the actual post text of this Facebook image post is in the message. And here we just match it with the post text from this module. Click OK. Next, we'll set up LinkedIn. For LinkedIn, we need an additional step. We need to first use the HTTP get a file module that downloads the file from the URL that we got from the AI model. Only then can it be processed by the LinkedIn publishing module. And here we go search for LinkedIn, create a user image post. You could sign into your LinkedIn account here and click on save, and then you will be prompted to sign in. And once you've done this, then you can select the LinkedIn account. Here you select the one at the bottom. Title can be empty. The content here is the post text that we have from this module. Public, visibility, main feed. Okay. Now for Twitter, we need to add an extra step because Twitter has a character limit of, I think, 240 characters. So first we need to make sure our post text is no longer than around 200 words. Otherwise we'll get an error in this automation. And to do this, I will just add another AI model that will do that. Role user. The Twitter post minimizer prompt, so it will take the post that was text was generated and it trims it down to 200 words. So here I need to go back to this is where the post text was generated. Click OK. And then here we also need an HTTP module, get a file for the image URL here, which we have here. Okay, save. And now Twitter needs, and for Twitter we need two modules. First we need to select search more, and then you need to switch it to version 5, and then you need to select upload media first, and there you need to sign in with API secret and API key. And to get this you need a Twitter developer account. You can set this up for free, which I've already shared in this video here, where you will be walked through all the steps you need to set this up. And then once it's ready, you can grab the details. So I'm just gonna skip this part because you can watch this in that video. And now we will go straight away to that app settings here, key and tokens. Once I've added this connection here, I have image or this is good. Here also select the last one. Okay. I don't know why did I get an error. Let's click on it again. Let's just click OK. Good. Now we need another Twitter. Now we need to switch it to V6. So now we need to select create a post. And there you also need to add a connection, and you need to insert your client ID and client secret. And you also get this in your Twitter developer account. Once you've set this up, as I showed you in this other video I mentioned, I can go to app settings, keys and tokens, and there I will get client ID and client secret. So here I get my client ID, copy that, then I click on regenerate, and then I get the client secret. And then I paste them in here, click save, and then it's set up. Then here the text content, that's just the result from this one that has been minimized, so trimmed down to less than 200 characters. Click OK. The last module I will set up is a module for Google Sheets called update row again, because here what I want to do, I want to know whether a post was published and when it was published, so I have it all organized. That's why I add this module. So let's quickly set this up, get the Google Sheet ID, select from all, paste it in here. Then I want to save it in the sheet post generated. The row number, we get it from here. And now I want to scroll down first the status. I type in published. And now for the published time, I have this formula here, which I insert, and then it will just save the exact time when this post was published to my Google Sheet. And that's it. Now we set up the first branch. And to set the other ones up, press down your shift key, and then you drag the mouse across these different platforms here. And then you click on copy modules, and then we click on paste. One, and again, we want to have 3 of those. Now we will delete those here. I don't need these. I also don't need these. And then we connect these already. Now we only need to make a few small tweaks into all of them. So the first thing we need to do is we need to change these modules here, because here it's the post templates. Now I need to, the next one, the post style for the different post is called key facts. So this is in B3. Click OK, and we'll already rename it so I don't get it mixed up. It's called key facts. And that one is in B number 4, and it's called summary. So it's in B4, and rename it to summary. Next we need to modify those prompts here, because now we needed to extract the key facts. And that's why I will change this to that prompt here that I have. There's the key facts prompt. They have the key facts prompt. And again, if you already have the automation template imported, you don't need to set these up. These are already imported, these prompts. So this is just if you haven't used them. So here, this is interesting fact post. Good. Click OK. Let's do the same for the summary post or analysis. It's not a post, it creates the summary of the blog post that we need for our, it's this one. Copy it, paste it in here. Good. Now those Google Sheets, we don't need to do anything because this is already set up. And this is the same. Okay, we need to change the post style name. This is called summary. And this is called key facts. Then these are things we need to change because here the key fact post needs to be generated based on the key facts that were extracted. So I need to use a different prompt. I need to use I can use the same prompt, obviously. Okay, I can. Next, we have the modules where the post text is generated. And here we don't need to change anything because the prompt they already use. So the only thing we need to change. Next come the post generation modules. We only need to make a small change and just change the name here. So the AI knows which type of post it should generate. But the topic and the template, they already set up correctly. Let's do the same for this. Here we also change the name to summary post. Okay. And now this Google Sheet module is already set up. It saves the post to the Google Sheet. The image generators modules are already set up correctly, so we don't need to make any changes. And also here in the rest, we don't need to make any changes. So we can now save it. Let's click on auto align. And now our automation is set up. Okay, there is a small change I would add because right now there are 3 posts generated and published at the same time. So I would space it out a little bit. So I would unlink this and I would add a sleep module, which delays the publication. I can type in a maximum of 300 seconds, so that's like 5 minutes. So I type in 300. But first, we'll do a test, so we'll only do 1 second. And once the test has worked, we will change it to 5 minutes, so then these posts are at least generated 5 minutes apart. So here, unlink that, connect it here, connect it here. 1 second, okay, save, align it. Now let's test the automation. First, we need to set it to immediately as data arrives, because then we can trigger it from our Google Sheet when we click on generate. Let's click on this step because then we can see where it's running. And now you can see the scenario is running and already the first branch is generated. So this can take anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. So I will fast forward it. Okay, so I got an error and I see there's some error in this module. So I open it and then I see, okay, I made a mistake. So this should be number 3. Then let's click OK. Let's click stop here. Let's save it again. I want to reload it. Then I need to click on switch it on again, delete all data, delete, and then I just re-trigger it again. And then it should run again. Yes. I see it was successful, and I can now also go to my Google Sheet, and there I will find 3 posts with images and also the note that they have been published. So I can go to my Instagram account. When I reload it, there should now be 3 additional posts. Yes, the same on my Facebook account, on my Instagram account. I will also reload my Twitter account, and you see 1, 2, and 3 posts. On LinkedIn, I see 3 posts. Now on Twitter, I see the post texts were published, but not the images. So I go into the module which publishes the Twitter post, and I see I forgot to add the media ID. So here I need to switch this to map, and then I need to select like this image. This is uploaded to the first module, Twitter module. And now I need to do this again. Sometimes these errors happen. I thought about whether to leave it in or to remove the error from this video recording, but I want to show you that the process, sometimes error can happen. This is completely normal. And often it's very easy to fix it. Just go to the module that caused the error, and then you might notice that you forgot something or made a small mistake. Okay. Let's click save. And now I will go back, do another test run, click generate. Now you can see 3 more images and posts were generated. And then if I go to my Twitter account, you can see these posts are also here. So now it works. Now the final step I could do is to go into those sleeper modules, those delay, and I can set it to 300 seconds. Then the 3 posts will not be published instantly, but with 5 minutes apart. While this AI system is already really useful as it is, I've added 3 powerful features to make it even more effective. Number 1, approval checkbox. Review and approve posts before they go live. It's perfect for maintaining control over what gets published and ensure all your posts are high quality. Number 2, platform selection. This allows you to choose to which platforms your post should be published to. Number 3, custom image upload. This allows you to add your own personal and professional images to each of your posts, which gives you an alternative to the AI generated images. You can get the complete AI system with all these features already built in by clicking the link in the description below this video, which allows you to directly import the system into your account. If you want to see more videos like this on how I build these AI-powered systems and automations without having any coding skills, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my next videos.